Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, two guys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Two guys, a girl, and two guys, a girl. Two guys, a girl. Two guys and a girl.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Should
we just do it live?
Yeah, I don't know the words.
Bum ba ba bum ba bum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bum ba ba bum ba bum.
Two guys.
Bum ba ba bum ba bum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bum ba ba bum ba bum. Two guys, a girl, and two guys, a girl. Two guys, a girl, and two guys and a girl.
Oh, there you go. Only 6 months too late. No.
Have you really been doing this for 6 months?
He does it live every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The song.
Oh, do you?
Theme song.
Yeah, every week.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like the same every week.
It's because I've got it that perfect.
Yeah. Well,
Because of all the rehearsals I do. I quit my job just to rehearse that.
that makes so much sense. Well, kudos to you.
Well done.
Glad it makes sense because it ain't making us any dollars.
You don't do it for the money.
Wouldn't it be nice though?
If
What?
Sophie
To get
started
paid.
a Patreon.
Yeah,
Sophie
to get
started
paid.
paying. Does Beth still listen?
Yeah, she loves it.
Yeah,
Hi, Beth.
that sounded like a lie.
Hi, Beth.
No, Beth, Beth, likes it.
Oh no, you look really nice. Yeah, that's a lie.
No, Beth does listen.
Good. Well,
Thanks,
In
Beth.
fact, she wanted me to tell you that she doesn't open presents on Christmas afternoon.
clearly you weren't listening.
It's more of a all-day experience. She likes to drag out the fun all day.
Well, that's... Yeah, well, I can get that.
And the next day as well.
Yeah, I get that. I just don't because I'm
Yeah,
selfish and
do I?
greedy.
Yeah, me too.
Selfish
I want it,
and greedy.
I want it all in the morning. Sometimes after dinner.
So yeah, she still listens.
Good.
Hmm.
Well, cool.
Yeah, and everyone's only got 1 week to catch it now because I ain't paying for that shit no more.
Maybe that's why Sophie's listening more regularly.
Yeah, but we can be found on YouTube at Two Guys, a Girl, and where they can also see my little animated intro logo that I spent ages working on that you didn't appreciate fully when I first sent it.
No, because
to
I
the
didn't
group.
watch it. The
You're
whole
like, what
thing.
the fuck is that? You spent 8 hours doing that. Why aren't you giving me lifts instead? Doing something useful.
Oh, wow.
So underappreciated.
You got no answer to it, have you?
No, I've got no answer to it.
True.
Yeah.
So underappreciated. It's
Don't watch
unreal.
anything.
Well,
So today, I watched your link you sent me yesterday. Well, sent us.
Which was?
A blonde, chubby girl eating food for 20 minutes.
Did you watch it all?
No, I skipped it. I saw the end. But
After you'd...
yeah, after I shot my load.
it was
Kind of
good,
weird,
wasn't
isn't
it?
it?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Like, if I knew people could make money off eating loads of stuff and filming it, I'd have been filming myself for years.
why don't you?
She wasn't even showing off her boobs or nothing.
Not in that one. She does, though.
Okay.
There was one where she ate Thanksgiving dinner dressed like a pilgrim, but it wasn't at all like a
sexy
pilgrim.
pilgrim.
Yeah.
Well, she was dressed just as a pilgrim, not sexy. What?
No, she was dressed in like a massively low cut
Oh, right. I thought you meant she was just full on.
pilgrim garb,
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I can
right.
see the point of that. I still wouldn't watch 20 minutes of someone doing it, but
eating breadsticks.
We watched it
The
very
breadsticks
briefly
look
good,
earlier.
I know.
And,
Sorry.
no, we watched it very briefly earlier, and I
Mm.
just said she's very much an attention seeker.
oh, well, they all are, aren't they? All these
Most
cam
YouTubers,
girls and cosplay girls and playing computer game girls. Because we all know girls don't like computer games, don't we?
No, we just pretend to keep the
Yeah.
men happy.
Yeah. Try to lure a man in.
Yeah, like
See?
pretend we do actually eat.
Yeah,
In
you,
reality, girls don't eat.
you need to put it closer to your face. Not
The microphone, that is.
because you'll break the thing off.
Is this better?
Yeah, looks it. Yeah, great video.
What was the other one? You sent?
The really giant sleeping in stasis in America that the elite aren't telling us about.
No, I didn't watch that
Surely
one because
they've
it
got
was
more
so
important
stupid.
things to hide
Who, the elite?
than giants.
Well, yeah,
Giant
there are more
skeletons, have you heard
important
about
things. There's flat Earth. That's the most important thing that they're hiding.
Yeah.
But there's a list.
UFOs,
UFOs.
What else are they hiding?
I
aliens.
saw a thing the
Bigfoot.
other day. Oh fuck! I can't even remember what it was now. So never mind.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked about this before, but some guy was talking about flat Earth theory, and they were saying that when a mountain isn't a mountain, it's a tree, because the world used to just be filled with massive trees, and then the trees fell down, and now that's mountains.
What? How
So
would
why-
that work?
and why is that
Stuff
go-
grew over it.
Yeah.
So in all mountains, there are lots of trees.
I don't know if he was talking about all mountains or just flat top mountains.
How would that work?
Well, I don't know, because he's fucking nuts.
Oh,
isn't
right.
He? He's just like he's like insane. But yeah, it was weird.
The thing I saw was on Instagram, and a guy had put up a little meme of about flat Earth, and he was like, "I don't understand how these people don't believe or understand that the Earth is flat. There's evidence of it all around the globe." And the guy was like, "It's like, read what you just
Yeah.
wrote, you idiot."
Why is that guy sat there and thought about that, about the mountains?
It's weird, isn't it? Because like, how much time have you got on your hands that you can even think about and question
Yeah,
stuff?
where would you start? Like, did he just sit there and think about it?
Because a lot of people say that because like the
how do you come to that
horizon.
conclusion?
A lot of
Yeah.
people say that like because of the obviously the Earth curves because it's round.
Not so obviously, but yeah.
But some people say like because you can't perceive it, it's not true.
Right.
They're saying like if you climb to a top of a building and you look in the direction, you should be able to see the curvature of the Earth. That's what they think.
Yeah. Well, I've always thought
But you
that
can't.
when you're walking about. No, it's just kind of so stupid.
Go
When
on.
you're like walking about, everything's flat, obviously apart from like hills and
Hills,
stuff.
yeah.
But like you would never know that the Earth is meant to be round. Like you've never gotten to that point where you can feel it. Kind of.
You'd have to take a big stride. And then,
Whoa.
it'd be
No,
like
but-
walking down steps and you accidentally, or no, walking up steps and you accidentally miscount and you get to the top and you're like, oh!
No, but do you know what I mean? Like if you never knew if the Earth was flat or round, and they said, "Guess what shape the Earth is?" You'd probably say flat, wouldn't you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but that's before we send people into space and stuff.
Have
Yeah, but
we?
like-
Have we done that though?
Yeah.
How do you know? Have you been?
No.
And you can't know.
Been on Space Mountain, no? And Mission Earth or
That's
Mission
It
Mars.
is pretty close.
Did you see the curvature of the Earth from the top of Space Mountain?
Nope. It's dark in there.
I don't
Can't
know.
see anything.
Like, obviously, I don't believe that the Earth is flat, but I do think that unless you've experienced something, you can't know for sure whether it's true or not. You
Well,
can't
yeah,
know for sure, can you? Because again, I'm not saying I believe it, but what if NASA is giving out false information? Because if they're the authority on what space is,
Yeah.
then how do you know they're not just saying, "Yep,
Okay, then
Yeah,
let's
the
go
moon.
along on this,
yep,
track of thought, right?
yeah"?
Why?
Yeah.
Why would they do it?
What? Well,
Because
do
like,
you want? I can give you a stupid answer.
give me an answer that. Why do you think the NASA would lie to people? I know you don't believe.
I don't think they do, but
tell me
one
why.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't know what the elite in inverted commas know, do you? What if they do know something that like there is no outer space and we are in a disc-shaped Earth with a dome over the top of us, and that it is all one big experiment, and the experiment relies on us thinking that we're hurtling through the universe at the speed of whatever in a solar system by a big sun.
But
Like,
what?
I'm not saying I think that's
yeah, I know.
true.
And
but
none
how
of that is true.
Yeah, but how do you know that it isn't?
Because what purpose would it? Like, why? Yeah, like John said, why would they just?
There's
lie?
no point in it, is there? Because
Well,
If that was the case, so what?
yeah,
if your
I know, that's the thing.
if your perception is we live on a flat spaceship with a dome over us, you're not going to know any different, are you? Just accept that fact.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no control about, oh, we live on a round planet.
but what if there? Oh, maybe there is though, and we're not privy to it. It's like maybe we're like rats in a lab. Man.
Boring. Well, they wouldn't be getting much information out of us, would they?
I don't know.
Definitely
how-
not you.
Look how far we've come in the last 100 years. Who are you insulting?
Jack.
Oh, right.
Of course. Just the butter
Dunno,
orange.
bit of cheese. You know a fair bit about
I
cheese.
do know lots about cheese.
You know how
but-
to hide a horse, don't you? With mini baby bells.
You peel them and then make a blanket out of the red skins and throw it over the pony.
Hey, not Redskins.
Oh.
Racist.
Oh,
Trigger.
Soz. Trigger. That was the name
Trigger
of one of their
warning.
horses, wasn't it? Wasn't Trigger the name of a horse?
Yeah, Lone Ranger. No,
Oh.
Silver. Zorros?
Tonto.
That's the Indian guy.
Yeah, that's
Native
why it was
American.
a redskin joke.
Oh, this is too advanced. Carry on.
Because you said triggered.
Yeah, carry on with your flat Earth theory.
Oh, I don't know what I'm trying to say. What I mean is you don't know something for sure unless you've experienced it. So until
True.
you've been in a spaceship and seen the Earth from afar, you don't know that it is how they tell you it is.
That is correct, but then there's lots of things in life that you'll never ever be certain of.
Exactly.
But there's probably things in your life that you believe to be true, but you might not have experienced them.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. I'm not saying people shouldn't believe what they want to believe. What I'm saying is there's no such thing as the truth until you've experienced it. Like I could tell
Yeah,
you,
I know
could
that.
tell you that. Oh, have you seen that new country they discovered, where everyone's like super fast and instead of feet they've got roller skates? And you could be like, what? And then I'd give you some evidence I've created, and you'd be like, oh, okay. When I
No,
could have
I-
just made obviously you wouldn't, but I could have just.
I
But-
would.
But who's to
believe
say
Oh,
like?
shit, no way.
Yeah, but who's to say like the government haven't done that to it? How do you
Government.
know? Have you ever been to India?
Why is
No.
it?
How do you know it exists?
Because they're
you
over
know what I mean?
here.
No, it because they wouldn't have anywhere to go back to if they didn't come from somewhere, would they? No, you know what I mean? It's like
No,
in-
because India's a lovely country filled with lovely people,
How
but
do
I
you
don't
know?
want to go there because
how
it
do you
looks
know?
smelly.
Though? But how do you know?
It looks smelly over there.
How do you know?
I've seen pictures of
You've
it.
seen pictures of it. You've seen
Yeah.
pictures of the Loch Ness monster. You've seen
I haven't.
You've seen
I've
pictures of
pictures
Bigfoot.
of something. Well, I have, yeah. That's
Yeah.
why he's true.
Exactly. So like it's like in 1984.
Yeah, the
The
book.
the book, not the year.
Right.
Yeah. You know how they're always at war with someone, and it's either Eurasia or the other one.
Mm.
When they're not actually, are they? In the book, it's just the people in power telling the proletariat that they are. So how do we know? I'm not saying I believe again.
No,
I'm not saying I
we
believe
know.
this, but how do you
We know.
know? You can't know anything until you've experienced
Sometimes you
it.
have to just take a leap of faith.
Now, a leap of faith to believe the official story, or a leap of faith to think, actually, hang on, I don't know that the Earth is round,
As in,
so I'm going to go this way instead.
as in, why would somebody bother to make up a whole country? For what purpose?
To keep you...
What effect does India have in my life? If it doesn't exist, then it doesn't affect me.
Chips!
What Indian people have taken your job? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure I could formulate an answer to it, not on the spot though, because I feel like
It's funny, isn't it?
I'm rambling.
We took their country,
Hmm.
and they just come over here and like do some jobs that like we don't want to do and stuff, and good for them. But like they're not going. They took our country. Right, they
No,
probably
they're
were
going,
actually.
"They took
yeah.
our country." That's what they say.
Oh,
That's what
no.
they say.
And they took our jobs. People like literally
they?
think that. No, they haven't. Because like, and any job like Indian people normally are like doctors and stuff, like good
Yeah.
jobs. Not these fucking racist prick white people who can't be doctors because they can't speak good
Wow.
or do other things good.
They just happen to be better at a job than another race.
That's
mean they-
racist.
Well, yeah, it is. It's
Stop
positive
being
racist.
racist. No, it's still
Positive
racist.
racism.
If you had a Caucasian person and an Asian person, and the Asian person had studied medical stuff, got a job as a doctor, it doesn't mean that they've taken that white person's job, because that white person may have never been medically trained or very good at it.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, we all. I
think
think we all
everyone
agree with
agrees.
that.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Like, I'd much rather a trained
No, but
foreigner
when people
operate
say-
on me than just
when
a white man because he's white.
Dave, come and open this woman up. All right.
Oh, scalpel!
No, but when people say, oh, they've taken our jobs,
I think they mean, like, more so the
mean-
the people that come over and take, like, building jobs for...
yeah, but maybe they're just a better builder.
They're cheaper.
Or cheaper,
Cheaper labour. Yeah.
which devalues the profession.
Well, maybe that white person should go over to India and do a job over there.
Who's building stuff in Poland is what I want to know.
Or
Because if
cleaning.
they're all here... How's anything getting done over
Oh,
there?
I love how all of them. They're all
Yeah.
Poland's an empty wasteland.
It's just full of women.
Just getting money sent to them by builders.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Flat earthers, eh?
What else? What else do you take for granted that you don't actually have proof of?
That sleep is good for you.
But
No,
you
I
have proof of that.
How?
When you go to sleep, you wake up feeling better.
Well, I
Not
got
always.
proof of the Earth round
How?
because it's dark in Australia and light.
How do you know Australia exists?
Maybe it's just
You've
at
never
the
been
bottom
there.
of the disc.
Yeah.
Beth's been there.
How do you know Beth's real? Maybe she's a
Shit.
government shill.
Oh, maybe she's just
Maybe
trying to convince me that Australia exists.
Yeah.
Because I've seen Crocodile Dundee
If I
and Neighbours.
happen to die in the next 2 weeks, I want you both to understand that I am not in any way suicidal, and I'm very careful when I'm out and about, so accidents rarely happen to me.
Okay.
Just want to put that out there.
You're probably going to...
I
Something's
know.
going to happen now.
Touch wood, nothing will
You'll
happen.
probably drown in the bath or
Oh,
something.
2 weeks' time is fucking Christmas as well. That'll
Yeah.
be a shitty day.
You'd have to buy presents for him then.
Already bought them.
Yeah, you
Just
can have them
return
though.
Yeah.
Don't want your presents. I
You
bought
don't
them
like chia
specially for
seeds.
you.
Chia seeds
I
and
don't want
cacao powder.
ethically
That's not all I want.
grown.
And I prefer nibs. Thank you very much. Powder's too wasteful.
Okay.
When you sneeze in it, it goes everywhere. When you sneeze on nibs, you can still put them in the smoothie.
Sweet
Fine.
nibs.
Sweet nibs.
Ethically
I wouldn't mind that
sourced
as a
and
nickname.
picked.
Sweet nibs.
Right, sweet nibs.
Only picked by people who are ethical
Yeah.
and think about things.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what ethically sourced means?
I think so, yeah.
How do you know that stuff that you buy is organic?
Yeah, exactly. You don't, do you?
No.
Oh, FDA certified. So? There we go.
FDA.
Or
It's
federal.
American, isn't it?
Federal.
Yeah, but you know,
Department of
sometimes you get things which
Agriculture.
are from Amazon, which are certified by America.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces, FDA organic. No, I don't know. I think people probably don't think about it enough, and some people think about it too much.
Like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think about it a healthy amount. Like fluoride in toothpaste. Yeah? Now it says on the toothpaste, if you ingest it, contact poison control, because fluoride's a poison. Now, why are they putting it in toothpaste? What?
Isn't it good for you in small amounts?
Keeps your teeth white.
I don't think it does keep your teeth white. I think it supposedly protects them from cavities.
There you go then.
Yeah, but if it's a poison, why are they even putting it in something you put in your mouth and could potentially swallow?
You shouldn't be swallowing toothpaste.
You shouldn't,
But you do.
But I don't. Well, I could because I use organic toothpaste with 100% organic, zero fluoride. But stuff
Ethically.
like that, like people, I don't think people think about it. They sometimes people will just do what they're told because they're told it, and I think it's dangerous.
Ethically created by a beekeeper
Yeah,
in his spare time.
Not all beekeepers
it's just
are
dick
ethical.
cheese he scrapes up
Oh,
Into
stop
a
it!
tube
Stop
with
it!
honey.
and just drops a bit of peppermint oil in.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, what, you'd rather brush your teeth with that than some Colgate or any other brand of toothpaste?
Yes,
You'd rather brush your teeth.
I'd
with
rather
some
he
dick
didn't
cheese.
scrape it off first either.
Just rub it.
just
Fresh.
puffing his.
Why don't you just chew like licorice or something? Isn't that good for your teeth?
I don't know. Probably not the licorice we get now.
No, like
That's full of
Raw.
MK Ultra,
raw,
mind control shit.
raw chemical.
Is there
free
raw licorice?
Yeah.
Where'd you get raw licorice from then?
Is it
Holland
licorice?
Barrett probably.
No.
Holland and Barrett.
Yeah, you can buy raw licorice.
What is licorice? It's
Isn't
a
it a
plant.
root?
Yeah,
I think
licorice
it's a
root.
root.
Why do you sound so defensive? Oh, you never seen raw licorice in Holland Barrett?
No,
God.
don't you shop there, John? for
No,
your-
Bertie Bassett applies to me with my licorice. That I don't ever eat because it's fucking horrible.
I don't mind a bit of licorice.
I like red licorice.
Aniseed balls. Oh, remember aniseed balls? The red one, fireballs. Things were
We'll
more
never see
joyful
their
when you
like
were
again.
younger, weren't they?
Yeah. Golf balls.
Yeah,
Highland toffee.
yeah. Candy sticks that you used to pretend to smoke. Oh, I did. And look
Yeah,
at me
look
now.
what happened.
10 years
You
later.
just
still
graduate
smoking.
onto the real thing.
Oh, I can only make smoke when it's cold. This is no good.
Oh, I used to love getting a pick and mix.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you get pick a mix from Woolworths?
Very rarely, because it was always expensive even back then. It used to be the Spa, and it was literally a penny a sweet.
Wow.
So you had to be careful when you were counting them out, because sometimes they would chuck. Sometimes you could sneak an extra disco
Cola
ball
bottle.
or whatever it was.
Oh, did you like those flying saucer things?
No, they were so
They're gross,
disgusting.
aren't they? What's with them?
It's just paper. Paper you put in your
Roast
mouth with
paper.
sherbet.
What's
in.
the best penny sweet? Like, pick a mix sweet?
Chocolate raisins,
Oh,
obviously.
that's a silly question.
What, you'd pay a penny for each raisin?
Potentially work out cheaper in the cinema. Because it's like £18 for a tub.
What?
No, I'm
Oh.
exaggerating. But you know.
I don't know. That sounds about right these days.
I see cinema pick a mix. I like chocolate and fudge. I like more fudge based.
More fudge-based
Fudgy
activities.
base.
Fudgy base and the honeycomb, chocolate honeycomb,
Yeah.
or that caramel thing that they've got, like chewy caramel thing. It's very good.
Don't know.
Right, that was a bit of a...
Bit of a tangent. Flat
Yeah.
Earth pick and mix. What's everyone done this week? Go on.
Can you say something? Go
I
on.
was. Last night I couldn't sleep, so I decided to Google a long play or YouTube a long play of the Die Hard trilogy for PlayStation 1.
Okay.
And then I went on a big tangent of all old computer games that was fun. What have you done, Jess? Do you
Like
remember
a-
Predator 2? On the,
on the
SNES?
subways and stuff.
Yeah, on the SNES, and it was like
Mega
a-
Drive.
Was it? Was
Yeah.
it on the Mega Drive?
I think
Oh, I
so,
googled
yeah.
the wrong one then.
Yeah.
And it was like a top-down shooter.
Yeah, and
And
you
you
used
had,
to
like-
fire like the three.
Yeah.
Like
I was trying to find that
Things.
last night, but I couldn't. I found the one on the SNES.
I think it's on the Mega Drive.
Oh, I'll
Mario
look at
on the iPhone is out next week.
I know.
It's going to be about £8 then.
What?
Yeah, you're going to
£8?
$7.99. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be free.
Nope.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
That's the
Nintendo
most
don't give
expensive
that
app
shit
I've
away.
ever heard of.
That's not true.
You can buy GTA for the phone.
Yeah, but that's like a fiver.
Yeah. So a couple of pound more. It's not that expensive, is it?
I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, of course you are.
I might.
Some Nintendo shill. They just have to say something to me, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'll buy it."
even though you don't understand a word he's saying.
Who?
Mayamato.
Doesn't have to understand what he's saying.
You can
He's
feel what
fucking.
he's saying.
He's fucking lush. He is. He's fucking right lush.
Would you marry him? He said you can have anything in the world Nintendo related.
What? I've
Anything.
only got to marry him.
Yeah.
Don't have to.
No, you gotta marry him, but he would be your husband.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to fulfill wifely duties.
Yeah, I'll clean up for him and shit. If he just makes me like, I don't know though. I'd be stopping other. I don't know.
What? Stop
Would I be stopping other people from experiencing Nintendo?
What,
Kept
like
him
in
at home.
exchange for your
No,
love?
don't go to work.
In exchange for your love, he makes Nintendo products solely for you.
Me. Yeah. That would be great. But no, I'd be depriving people of joy. I couldn't do that.
You do that anyway, John.
I try my best.
Ew.
Did you see that Universal have logged copyright patents for new rides?
No.
And one of them is like this Mario Kart thing where you're doing like boosts around corners and
Oh,
stuff.
that would be quite
Looks
cool.
really cool.
What, like a 3D?
Throwing bananas.
And there's an Iron Man ride as well where everybody's in an individual Iron Man suit.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
How cool is that? Like
That'd
a
be
simulator.
amazing.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool. Oh no, but
It means you have to go to Florida though. Think of the germs.
I was thinking of the germs.
What germs?
If everyone's in an Iron Man suit, then people are going to be sweating in the suit, aren't they?
No, it'd be like air-conned in there.
In the
What?
All
suit.
the
Hang on.
rides are air-conned, yeah.
You saying they actually put you in a suit?
Yeah. No, yeah, like there's like an arm, and then off the arm there's a bar, and then on the bar is like 4 Iron Man suits.
Yeah.
And
you
then
gotta
you
sit in it.
like lie in it, yeah. So like
Ooh.
you're flying.
Shit, yeah.
You're thinking of the germs.
Yeah.
Imagine that'd be so cool.
Yeah, because
Imagine the
obviously-
sick.
Yeah. It's oh no! Even when people have held the rail on the train, I have to like. Ugh, no, that's grim. Touch buttons and lifts and stuff. So the
You're that
idea
bad.
that sometimes the idea that someone's been laying or sitting in this Iron Man suit, and I'm sat in there as well. I'd have to go in a full onesie and a hazmat suit. Ugh, no, I'll pass.
That's gonna be a
Looks
bit
fun.
restrictive, though, isn't it?
Well, it's only like it's not a real ride, yeah. It's just ideas for one.
John's
dear.
just made it up.
No,
That
it
means
was
we'll have to go
on
to Florida then.
something. Can't remember what websites are on. Really
BuzzFeed.
reliable. Yeah.
Didn't matter.
Yeah. So this
NASA,
week,
the NASA website, probably. It's all a lie.
probably. Yeah. This week, talking about germs,
Mm.
I managed to rub bird shit all over my face.
How did you do that?
Well, I was talking to a friend of mine whose daughter we look after,
Yeah.
and we were having a cool conversation about Spider-Man and Star Wars.
Yeah, of course.
And I put my arm to rest on like a gate, and then I casually scratched my cheek and put my arm back, and I could see through my eyes a big brown thing on my
that
cheek,
makes me feel
and he
sick.
started looking at my face like, and I was like, oh my god, what's that? And I rubbed it, and there was just bird shit. There was bird shit on my cheek. There was bird shit on my fingers, and I can't like stand shit like anything like that. So I tried not to freak out in front of him
Yeah,
because
you're being cool.
yeah, I was just like, oh, it's bird shit. Ah! Oh,
Oh, what did you do then?
I made everyone get shit faced a Christmas joke. Oh, got in the car and found like antiseptic wipes.
Yeah.
Just, oh fuck!
Oh,
Just tried to rub it off.
that's so gross.
Mm.
Oh, that makes me feel a little bit sick.
I then got bitten on Friday and punched in the dick.
By the same thing?
No, 2 different things.
You didn't even have to pay for it this time.
No, yeah,
What Christmas treat to yourself?
I love it. Yeah, 1 week to go.
Love getting
5
punched
days.
in the dick.
How was your week, Jessica?
It was great. I didn't rub any shit on my face or
No?
No, I didn't drop any chocolate raisins. Sorry about that all. I went to Bath on Tuesday, the place. And that's pretty much all I did last week, apart from work.
And what did you do?
Walked around the markets, looked at stands and thought, I'm not going to buy that. I could probably get it online cheaper. forgot everything that I saw that was nice.
Everything you said. Did you happen to have buy some chocolate brownies from Bath when you were there?
I didn't buy any chocolate brownies. I bought some fudge though.
Because Gabby brought back some chocolate brownies and
From
they
one
were
of the stalls.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I did see a brownie stall, and I'd already eaten.
Did you think
a burger, nuts?
coming over here, taking our jobs, taking our stalls?
No, I didn't think that. Actually,
that's
it's
good.
Bath, so it's full of white, rich, old people. Some Japanese tourists. Yeah, I went to Bath, and that was pretty much it. I've done literally nothing the past couple of months.
Full week then.
Yeah.
Done nothing the past couple of
Busy
months.
week.
Have you got any Krampus information for us? Not
I-
cramps. Got any cramps? You seem like you have.
Because it's time for a regular segment. Jessica explains it all. This week, Jessica explains
Krampus.
Krampus.
Krampus. So...
I wasn't correcting you, I was making a shit joke.
Yeah.
Like a cramp in your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Krampus is... I've forgotten already. He is a German beast. I have genuinely forgotten already.
Yeah.
He is a German beast who carries sticks with him
Yeah.
and a bell.
And a bell.
And a bell.
Right.
Annabelle.
And a bell. A bell. He carries a bell and some sticks, and he kidnaps or he hits the naughty children and takes them to hell for Satan. He has got horns.
Does he only come out at Christmas?
He comes out nearly 2 weeks before Christmas.
Ah, yeah. I've heard of this, yeah.
He comes out 2 weeks before Christmas, and he goes round looking for naughty children.
Where does he look for them? Under rocks.
Yeah.
I thought
Does he
December
come into
the
your
6th
house?
was Krampusnachten.
That sounds very
Yes.
familiar from what I know. He is related to some Greek mythology.
Is he?
Yep.
What kind of creature?
I've not fawns, something like
fawns.
that. Fawns.
Yeah, I'd say. Or satyrs.
Something like that.
Satyrs.
Have you ever seen him?
Pardon?
Have you ever seen him? How come you're still here?
Because I'm very good, especially around Christmas.
Panic goodness.
Yeah.
Shit, it's coming to Christmas. I better start being good.
I have to smile and stuff.
Making your mum cups of tea and not putting poison in it.
For once. No, I've never
Strapping
done
your third foot down so you don't kick her in the
Starting to
face.
kick her in the face when she's tying your shoelaces. Because Krampus wouldn't like that.
that.
Krampus!
What else did I read?
Does Krampus want you to be good?
No.
Or does he
I
want you
think
to
he
be
wants
bad?
you to be naughty, so they've got children in hell.
Does he work on commission?
I believe so. He gets paid in sticks that he can carry around to beat children with. So the more sticks he has, the more children he can hit at the
Right.
same time.
How many arms has he got?
3. He can use his tail to hold sticks as well. Pretty impressive. I was impressed when I read that. I have genuinely forgotten the rest.
How about other festive?
Oh no,
Beasts.
I stopped at Krampus.
No, just one and done.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
knew I wouldn't retain the information. Why? Do you know of any other beasts?
Well, I've heard of a few, yeah.
Such as...
Bellschnickel.
Okay, what does Belschnickel
I don't know, because I didn't do any research, because I was
Oh.
planning on you doing it all.
No,
And
you only
telling
told me
us.
to do Krampus. I did Krampus.
That's cool. Have you ever heard of reading around the subject? No?
No, I can't remember that, let alone I'm surprised I remembered to do something about Krampus.
Well, you know, I had to come up with this segment. That was hard enough. I don't even know how to spell Belschnickel.
It's working out so far.
There you go.
Krampus is half goat, half demon, who literally beats people into being nice and not naughty.
Half goat, half demon. What does a demon look like?
Find a mirror.
Burn.
He carries a bundle of birch sticks meant to swat naughty children, and then he hauls the bad children down to the underworld. It originated in Germany. The word Krampen, which means claw, and is said to be the son of Hel in Norse mythology.
She was a goddess.
It shares common characteristics with other scary demonic creatures in Greek mythology, including, was it satyrs?
Yeah.
And fauns. It is a legend part of century-old Christmas traditions in Germany, where Christmas celebrations begin in early December, and it is December the 6th is known as Krampenschnacht.
That's what they'd say when they were
Krampenschnacht.
talking about the kids that were gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been Krampensnatched.
He was very naughty this year.
Yeah.
Well,
So are you concerned?
No, I'll be fine.
It's already past the 6th, isn't it?
Yeah. Does he only do it one night?
Look at Zwart Piet.
Oh.
Very racist.
It is a very racist Black Peter.
Black Peter. And we've got Pierre Foutard. Guessing he's French.
Foot Peter. Pierre. What does Pierre mean?
Peter.
Peter.
It doesn't.
Or Knecht Ruprecht.
Why is everyone called Peter?
Krampus. Belschnickel.
Because Peter is a biblical name.
I would say so.
So they call everything Peter because it's related to the Bible.
Do you remember Blue Peter?
Yeah. It was a Christian show.
Oh, what was it?
No, it wasn't. What was the other one then? Belschnickel.
Belschnickel
What does
is
he
a
do?
crotchety, fur-clad Christmas gift bringer. In southwestern Germany.
Why is it always in German? Why have they always got monsters in Germany? Or have you just googled German Christmas
German Christmas monsters.
Krampus?
He may be based on another older German myth, Knecht Ruprecht, a servant of St. Nicholas and a character from northern Germany. Belschnickel does not accompany St. Nicholas, but instead visits alone, and combines both the threatening and the benign aspects, which in other traditions are divided between St. Nicholas and a companion figure. He's got a long tongue.
Do we have any Christmas tradition? Do we have anything like that in the UK?
No, just... I was reading a bit about it where Father Christmas only sort of began to be associated with children during Victorian times.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Before that, it was just
I can't believe...
people just getting pissed and eating loads of food.
Yeah, well they still do, don't they?
Yeah.
Sadly.
And Christmas was banned by Oliver Cromwell.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was said to be too Catholic. And they didn't like Catholics. So yeah.
Do you think they would have celebrated it in like medieval times?
Yes, but I think they more celebrated feasts of different saints back then. So I'm not 100% sure of what I'm saying, but I think Christmas as we know it only became big in Victorian times.
Because they like celebrating things, don't they?
Yeah, and they made it all about children, and Santa traditionally wore green, not red.
What was your research, Ollie?
I researched ketogenic diets again.
That's not Christmas related.
Could be though, if you cut down on the cranberry sauce.
Just me.
Yeah. And just that turkey, you'd be fine. You'd be keto as fuck, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just eat turkey any time of the year.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas related.
Christmas more so because of turkey, though.
I don't even like turkey.
Oh, what are you
I
going to
like
have?
turkey.
Chicken.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think your mum says it's chicken, but it's really turkey?
Yeah.
Probably.
How do you know? Your mum could be working for
I know.
NASA.
I know. My parents tried to trick me with chicken. And
Was your dad dressed up? Like, look, Jess, we're killing it and everything.
I do not like chicken off the bone or on the bone. I will only eat chicken breast
Or nugs?
or chicken nuggets, yeah. But there have been numerous times when they've served me chicken of some description and I know straight away that it's chicken breast or chicken thigh, and they'll convince me that it's a breast and I know it isn't, and they think that they trick me every time. I know. I know where that
You know the chicken breast originally was on a bone.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not normally served on a bone, is it? Whereas a chicken thigh usually still
yeah.
has the bone, and they've
Yeah.
just taken the bone out and they've shredded it up, and I know the meat is different.
Do you refuse to eat it, or do you
Yeah.
eat it suspiciously?
I
Like, I
refuse to
know
eat
what
it.
you've done.
I refuse to eat it
Why though?
because I don't like it, and the fact that they try to trick me is impressive.
But it's the best
Why
meat.
don't you
It's
like
so
it?
succulent and juicy.
Because it's usually got gristle on it, or it's
okay.
usually got bones sticking in it still.
So about KFC?
No, I've had it once in my
Okay.
life.
Fair enough.
About 15 years ago.
So precise.
yeah, yeah. No.
I remember it to this day.
Yeah, it was great. I do.
Mm.
My dad brought it home and it was soggy, the chicken, and it was gross, and I've never eaten it ever again.
Greasy, soggy chicken.
No.
Mm.
Yeah. What? So yeah, cool diets. So
Yeah, I
in-
didn't research anything
No,
for Christmas or Krampus.
What is this Krampus
Too busy.
article in Fortune Times?
Too busy
The
delivering
mask
pizzas.
Of Krampus. I really quite like the scary aspects of Christmas. I'm getting really into it at the moment.
Did you
think
say
it's
you
great.
watched documentaries about it last week, or you read something about Krampus?
I was reading stuff about it, and I started listening to like folklore podcasts about stuff. It's really interesting. I moved into that aspect of my podcast listening
You gonna elaborate on
adventures. There's one just called Folklore, I think, and it's really interesting. There, the Christmas episode, all about like Santa Claus is derived from like Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, like that.
Because wasn't Saint Nick a real man, and he used to leave
Yes.
presents in people's shoes?
That is.
That's your
something
cat.
else.
Is what you're talking about? Ah, dead bird again. Right.
No, I'm sure Saint Nicholas was an actual man, or this is where the story of Father Christmas
He used to
originated
tempt
from.
children.
No, he used to reward children by leaving presents in their shoes because they used to leave
Well
their
then, don't tell your mum.
they used to leave their shoes outside in those days.
Hey, you're probably Catholic. Probably happened.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, that's a true story. I'm surprised you don't know that, John.
I think he was from Turkey, wasn't he, or something?
I want to say France. I
I'm
don't know.
gonna go Indonesia.
How do you know that country exists?
I don't, and I'll fully admit that.
Can you
this
show
could
me
be
on a
part-
map?
This could be part of your
Don't
business
think I
idea. No,
I
where
could
is
show
it?
you Indonesia. I think.
Is it
Maybe
part of
I
like?
could.
No, I'm not even.
Go on.
Isn't
Next
it?
to India.
No. Isn't it near like?
It's like India, but it's easier to get to.
Yeah. Isn't
Nice
it near
one.
Australia?
Indonesia.
That was good jokes.
Good,
that was a
top
top
quality,
joke.
top geographical jokes.
Mm.
I might start a stand-up career based
that
on
was
geography
the best
jokes.
geographical joke I've ever heard, I think.
Have you had any other geographical jokes?
No. Have you got any more?
Does what's the capital of Thailand count?
No.
And then you hit him in the dick and you say Bangkok.
No.
Don't think it is Bangkok now, though.
Cap.
All right, we're just having a conversation, Jess.
No, where is Indonesia? Isn't it near Australia?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's around that.
No. See,
It's around there.
not as thick as you make out.
Don't make out you're thick. You do a good enough job of that yourself.
Yeah, so that was what I learnt about Krampus.
Well, thank you. That was very informative.
Yep.
Have you done all your gift shopping this year?
I've bought 2 things. 2 things.
How many people are on your list?
I've got quite a few, actually, and the list keeps getting bigger and bigger because I found out that people have bought me stuff.
Hate that shit.
It's nice.
Rest assured, I haven't got you.
That's fine. That's fine. No, I've bought 2 things and it's not going well.
I think I've got everything. I just need to get one other thing.
Cool.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a big present?
No, it's something festive that I want to buy on the day and then deliver straight away, rather than like a gift that'll be
Mistletoe.
here's no
Oh.
Door to door.
door to door. Come on, it's Christmas.
What could that possibly be?
I just want to buy a wreath.
Ah,
like-
right, okay.
Rather than some stuff that I don't think anybody really wants.
No one wants a wreath.
Why didn't you make a wreath?
Be a good project for you.
Because I'd have to spend lots of time. I'd spend lots of time in the woods anyway.
Yeah, you
Right.
could collect stuff from the woods.
I'd probably end up hitting kids with all the sticks that I got and dragging them to hell.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught doing that again.
No.
Oh.
Not after I had to change my name last time.
You've done your shopping, haven't you?
Yeah, all done, all wrapped.
God,
I haven't
suck
wrapped
at buying
anything.
gifts.
It's all there. There's all your presents there.
Wow.
If you cared to sift through, you could probably find out what was yours, but
I
don't
can't
do
even
it.
see that far.
No.
I'm not going to do that.
No. I suck at gift giving. Because I either forget, I either leave it too late, or I buy something that is probably more for me than them. Or I think they'll like it, and they're like, oh, thanks, and I would never seen it ever again.
You suck at gift getting as well.
Yeah, I do.
Because how was your tarot reading?
Oh my god. I still haven't done it, Ollie, and you know that. I will soon.
Is there an expiry date?
Yeah.
Next year.
It's either within a year of purchase or
Okay.
within the year of purchase.
Oh,
So if
shit.
it was within the year of purchase, you got 3 weeks.
That's fine.
Maybe ring her and find out.
Okay.
She'll be expecting your call.
She will be.
She should just ring you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
why have I
fucking
got to go out of my way to ring her?
charlatan.
Because she's responsible for everyone else's futures as well.
But
You
she
could at least
obviously
be responsible for yours.
But she obviously knows that I'm waiting to go and see her.
Perhaps she
she should
knows that
sense
you're never
that.
going to do it. So she's like, I won't mess up with her future then.
Oh.
Because
Maybe she's I got that money already. Don't
Yeah.
need to do it. For
Yeah,
free.
that's
Fucking-
yeah, exactly.
Don't need to do that now.
Perhaps she could do it over the phone for you.
Yeah, that would be good. I wouldn't have to get up then.
Did
I-
you? Oh, go on.
No, I was going to say, like, you know when you book it,
Yeah.
do you give them any information?
I don't know. I can't remember. Probably just a name and a time.
And then she checks you on Facebook.
But, like, that's what I was paranoid about.
Just
like,
tell her a name that isn't yours. Just tell her a different name, and then when you turn up, you'll be like, "Hi, I'm Susan."
No, she'd be like...
Say it more naturally than that,
"Hi,
though. Hi, I'm
Susan Krampus.
Susan.
Um,
Susan Krampus.
No, not that I would think that she's going to go out and, like, find out information about me.
That's what she will do though.
But that's what
Look,
I mean.
she's
like,
got time.
yeah, but she could do that to make more money, because
Sorry, I'm
then...
yawning.
Stop yawning.
Sorry.
Because then
I'm yawning.
if she gives you really good reading, you'll go, oh, she was amazing.
Sorry.
Do you know what I heard?
What?
Did you just yawn then?
No.
I heard that if somebody yawns in this situation like this, if somebody doesn't yawn, they're a psychopath.
I've also heard that.
Yeah, because yawning is like an empathy thing. So if I yawn and you yawn, it means you're empathetic towards me. And if you don't yawn, it means you don't feel empathy very much.
I heard it was because you're stealing all my air. So now I need to suck it all back.
Whereas a psychopath knows that they can take anyone's ear at any
whenever
time.
they want.
I think dogs will yawn as well, maybe.
Really?
If you yawn at a dog. Yeah, whereas cats are just like, fuck.
So I'm a psychopath because
Yeah.
I didn't yawn when you did.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter that I'm not that tired. I'm
Yeah,
always
because-
tired.
See? It's catching now.
Holy shit!
I'm worried. I need to hide some
That is
knives.
some fucked up shit.
I don't.
Mind
I'm
you, she
paranoid.
does sleep most of the time.
Have you ever yawned?
Have I ever yawned? Of course I've.
Or are you
I
all
yawn
just
all the time.
preemptive sleeping? Like, don't want to yawn this week, better get some good sleep in now.
Of course I yawn. I yawn in work and I yawn most of the times, especially when you're talking. But I just don't feel like yawning right now.
Well, next time you're in work, if you yawn, see who around you does and doesn't yawn
I'm
back.
gonna go, okay?
I've heard that if someone yawns, then it makes the other person want
Sorry.
to yawn.
Shit! She didn't yawn again!
No, same.
I'm
God.
conscious of it now.
You
See.
use it as an insult, the yawn, I think, and you're just not ready to insult people yet. Saving them all up.
What, yawn when
Like
they
if
start
someone, like a
talking?
customer's talking to you, like, oh, sorry! That was so fucking boring.
No, it's not making me want to yawn.
Imagine you only had a finite amount of blinks, right?
Oh,
And
I blink
somebody
all the
was-
time.
But imagine somebody was like, you only get this amount of blinks in your
It makes me
lifetime.
want to blink then.
And once you've used them up, you can never blink again. Would you just say fuck it and blink as you normally do, or would you be conscious and try and ration the blinks out so that you would last all of your lifetime? Because if you blinked enough for a lifetime within 30 years, then the next 60 years you're walking around like that all the time with
Just
the
close
most
your eyes.
horrifically dry eyes.
Well, no, you would just keep your eyes closed and be registered.
You
as
can't.
blind.
Like the universe knows. It will stop you doing it. Like it's a mechanism.
Oh, I don't know that. I just sleep more.
I don't think that's possible, Jeff. I don't think it's possible.
What if everything you only had a finite
Finite
amount?
amount.
Like yawns. That's why I'm
Yawns.
saving my yawns, because everyone knows you only get 1,000 yawns
Comes.
in your lifetime.
You only get
Poops.
1,000 yawns.
I'd be disappointed about poops.
What more so than comes?
Yeah.
Why would you be disappointed?
What, if you only had a limited amount of
Yeah, like
poop?
you got like you can poop like
Well, I'm screwed then.
100 times a year.
100 times.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about...
Twice a week.
If you ever thought about counting something that isn't necessary to count, like how many times you weed each day or how many times you've pooped each day.
No, because I'm just running back and forth, pooping all the time. I have to take one of those clickers,
Yeah. No, I've always thought about counting stuff just out of curiosity.
see if it's normal or not.
Yeah.
I once counted how many times I checked my phone without it alerting me to something.
Yeah.
It was way too much. It was like
Yeah.
80 in a day. It was
That's
a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
It was when I first got my first iPhone. And I decided it was too much, so every time I checked it without it going off, I'd screen cap it. And I had like 80 screen caps.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I've got to change my habits.
That
Awful.
hasn't changed.
No,
has
it hasn't. I
No.
still check. Oh, we're a slave to our technology. Did you tickle anyone after last week?
No, I haven't tickled anyone.
What did you think of the tickling? Because after last week we watched
I was
Tickled.
going to say we should probably explain.
Yeah.
We watched Tickled, the documentary by David Farrier, and it was bizarre, wasn't it?
It was a strange... I think when we were watching it, I said the first part, or the first time they watched a tickling video, it didn't... Stop yawning.
Can't help it.
It didn't...
I'm just so empathetic to everyone.
It didn't seem that seedy
Yeah.
because of how it was filmed. It was like in a bright white room, they were dressed and they were just literally tickling each other. But when it was like a home video and they were tickling each other, that's when it became a little bit weird. But it was an interesting documentary.
It was it was very amusing. I didn't think the twist was that shocking because
I don't think it maybe is shocking. It's just unbelievable that what happens happened. I don't want to spoil it for anybody.
we shouldn't spoil it. Yeah, I
It's
know
just-
what you mean. Unbelievable
Mad.
that
Yeah.
I guess, but not unbelievable that somebody would do that. Just the extent.
No, I don't suppose.
But I haven't tickled anyone.
But it made you want to tickle someone when you were watching it, didn't you?
It did, because I'm not ticklish.
It was very
Do you
interesting.
get more pleasure out of tickling someone than being tickled?
I don't think I partake in it as much as you think I do. like I don't
Get tickled on the rag.
I don't get tickled very regularly, and I try not to tickle other people
That's
if I can
good.
help it. But
No, I don't tickle people.
maybe we should, though, because I found it really interesting watching it, that it did make you smile. Even just watching someone else get tickled made me grin and laugh, which is interesting.
Well, it's like laughter therapy. So, or laughter yoga, which is a real thing. Just FYI. If someone tries to make you laugh, if you fake laughing, eventually you start laughing properly. So if you watch someone laugh, then you start laughing eventually. If you watch someone get tickled, then you'll probably start laughing as well.
You should have accidentally yawned by now. Fuck's sake.
Just to make us feel more comfortable.
No, it's because
So-
I'm aware of it that I
No.
am even less
Because
yawning.
your psychopathic brain is like, no, don't yawn yet, it's weakness. Yawning is weakness.
What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you when you've been yawning? Did you yawn?
No, I was just like, I
All
don't
right.
know.
I once yawned in an English lesson in school, and the kid in front of me turned around and flicked a boogie in my mouth while I was yawning.
I don't, that makes me gag.
Yeah, well, it hit the back of my throat. And I could not get it out. It was stuck.
Oh, don't make me gag.
I ended up throwing up because I just couldn't get it out of my throat.
That's the grossest thing
It
I've
was
ever
the
heard.
worst thing that's ever happened to me. Ever.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah. You're going to throw up.
That makes me feel so sick.
Do you want a Jaffa cake?
No, I don't want a Jaffa cake.
Keep your Jaffa cakes.
Keep the Jaffa cake
Yeah.
when I can enjoy it.
That was awful.
Oh no.
The most awful thing.
Even less reason for me to yawn. No, I will never yawn again.
I believe you.
I can't think of anything bad that's happened when I've yawned.
I'm glad.
Cool.
I'm really glad.
John?
I can't think of anything like that, no.
Have you just been yawning to tell that story?
No, I genuinely am bored of you.
Yarning.
Urinating. You've not been urinating. No.
If you... What's one bodily function that you really enjoy? You know, like sometimes a good yawn is really satisfying. Maybe I'd miss it
wouldn't
if I
know.
never yawned again. Yeah, I know you wouldn't. So, like, if you had to
I do enjoy
only
a
choose
sneeze.
one thing, a good sneeze,
I do like a good sneeze, but then I do like pooping.
and yeah, and peeing, like that's one
It's
of the
when you
most
feel
satis-
empty
yeah,
after
one of
having
the
a
most
massive piss.
satisfying things you can ever do.
I think I'd rather get rid of pee.
Well, like, as in, like, you can never pee again.
Yeah.
Or you'd never need to.
Yeah.
It's not like it would just be a constant need. You couldn't go.
Well, not that I actually like it, but being sick. If you need to be sick
Oh, it makes me cry.
and you're sick, but that can feel amazing. Like, you just feel like, oh, that's so much better.
And then you throw up so much there's bile and it burns your nose.
But yeah, but just the feeling of it.
Okay.
When you're just empty and you're just like, oh, thank goodness. That is a good feeling.
Goodness.
What was the question? If you could only do one thing for the rest of your life, where
Yeah.
you had to get rid of one thing.
I think probably if you could only do one thing. So what's the most satisfying bodily function?
Pooping.
That's such an odd question.
Yeah.
Pooping. Why?
Blowing your nose is good.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. Blow of the nose.
Sniffing's nice sometimes if you've got a big sniff you need to do. Not like to take someone's musk in. Just like if, you need to...
No, I've been doing that so much recently because of the cold weather that I'm done with it. It's nice to sit down.
God's sake,
Lie down.
It's nice to sit down and you can like do stuff when you're sat on the toilet. Like check your phone, trees one eyebrows. Just
Oh my
Taking the
god.
aroma,
yeah. No, it can be
living
more.
it for a bit.
I think when you majority of the time when you go to pee, it's like you're in and you're out. Whereas if you're doing
You
the
don't
other,
get time to enjoy it.
no, when you're doing the other, it's more of a event.
Well,
But not in other people's houses.
No, I don't think I've ever. Well, I have, but I've never wanted to.
Most of the time, it's in my comfort of my own home, in the bathroom.
Well, we've definitely talked about this before, but I will try and get home from Cardiff to have a shit.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
want to shit in Cardiff.
Same. Sometimes I think that my body knows, and it waits. I genuinely think it does. Like
I don't
yeah,
even
I'm
like
so
having a
much
shit at
information.
Beth's or something. If I need to shit, I'll make an excuse and go home.
I don't
Don't
like
I,
talking
Beth?
about stuff. I don't like talking about stuff like this to other people that I care about their opinions. I don't care about your opinions. No, you know, like if
I know. I know.
I'd
what
rather
you
just
mean.
not mention it and I just go and do it.
Oh yeah, I don't announce it.
Right, I'm off for a shit.
There are I know some people who do announce it, or they'll comment on it afterwards. I
Yeah.
don't do that.
It's funny.
Just come back looking smug.
Yeah.
Oh, you look
Lighter.
3 pounds lighter.
And I did a little sit down as well. It's almost like I don't need to announce it.
Well, I don't think anyone needs to.
No, but well, I was gonna say if I've gone for a while, you know what I'm doing. I don't need to be like, oh, that was a great shit. Like it's
Rifling through the drawers.
Yeah.
It's not very ladylike, is it? To say
It's
that.
not very ladylike.
Or very gentlemanly either.
No. What bodily function would you get rid of?
I think I prefer peeing over pooping.
Okay.
Like that first morning one where it's been in you all night. And you finally get it out.
You feel a bit cold.
Oh, it's great.
I don't know, but again, like you've got to stand. Oh, for you, you've got to stand up. It's the last thing I want to do when I've just woken up.
It's the last thing you want to do ever. If you were a millionaire and you had all the money in the world, would you hire people to carry you?
No.
You could imagine you could get one of those beds with like 2 big poles either side and just get hunks to
Buff
walk
men,
you
yeah.
around. Yeah.
No.
Imagine
because,
that. That'd be imagine walking through Cardiff. Well, imagine walking. Imagine being walked through Cardiff. Like
no,
that.
because even I know that's ridiculous. If I'm gonna sleep, I'd rather do it when no one can see me. I don't want to be walking through Primark and I'm having a little nap on my little bed.
You wouldn't be napping. You'd be taking in the sights.
No,
Just-
because that's just lazy. I know that's lazy. I just get a wheelchair.
Just get a zoo. What are they called?
Cinema
No, a
a rascal.
No,
A skidoo.
2-wheel thing.
A skidoo.
2-wheel
A
thing.
Segway.
Segway, yeah.
Oh, right.
No, but, you've got to stand up.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. What if we had built a
I've had a
chair?
stool on it.
Yeah.
That is
Probably
just-
would, the amount you like pooping.
Just segwaying around Cardiff, shitting.
So you can follow your tracks home.
The skids.
Oh,
Of the tyres.
Jessica. That's vile.
You talked about yawning and what happened when you yawn, so back at you.
Booger yawn.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Imagine how luxurious it would be.
I'd just buy an extra big bed.
That would-
How
That
big?
would stretch to Cardiff so you could just roll to
Yeah.
Cardiff.
Well, I got a king size bed now.
Mm,
You can get bigger than that, can't you? You can get a super king.
yeah.
I get a super king bed.
But is that like at some point does the bed get too big?
No.
Never gets too big.
No.
Really?
How about pillow placement then?
I've got 4 pillows at the moment. I did have 6.
I've got 6 pillows.
I got rid of 2 because I thought it was excessive.
Where did you put them?
I've got 6 pillows.
I
holy
would
shit.
I would make a little like I'd
3 and 3.
No, I'd put like 2 on the side of me.
Like a boyfriend.
No, like a little barrier, so I could
Drew a face on it.
like
A yawning face, and then you could pretend to yawn so you could feel like you had empathy.
I'm so tired. No, I used
Stop
to
me
make,
from rolling
I would just use them as like a barrier, like a little wall. But no, I think, well, I know I'm spoilt, but I'm very spoilt to have a king size bed. And I've gone obviously from having a single to a double to a king size. I struggle to sleep in a double bed now. Like I think once you go big, it's hard to go small.
It's true.
It is true.
Like me and Beth stayed at the St David's Hotel, and
Yeah.
I don't know what size bed it was, but it was fucking huge, and
Yeah.
it was amazing. But any bigger than that, I think, would be your pillows. You'd have to have so many pillows. So I tend to move
Yeah.
in my sleep, and like sometimes I'll find I'm not sleeping on a pillow, and that
Yeah.
makes me sad.
Yeah, I use my arm a lot. I can't sleep on public transport.
No, I find that's a bit.
I gave it a good go on Tuesday. on the train up to Bath.
Well, it is an hour.
It
So ridiculous.
I know. I swear. I think
Is it an hour? It's not even that, is it?
it's about an hour, and I think it's the time of year. I genuinely just want to hibernate. I don't want to sleep
Why don't
as
you
much
try
as
next
I do.
year?
I might.
Just hibernate.
I
I
might.
wonder how much you'd have to eat. Probably just a bit less than you do now.
You'd wake up beach ready.
No, I wonder how much you'd have to eat to hibernate as a human.
Can humans
I
hibernate?
don't think that you can work like that, can you?
So hang on, right?
What would happen?
You can't
if-
just hibernate. You've
When-
got to be.
When bears hibernate, they sleep the entire time, yeah?
Yeah.
they
So
must
they
wake
eat,
up.
eat,
So they just
leading
wake
up to
and-
I
hibernation.
don't know. I think maybe they
Or do they take food
maybe they
in
wake
with
up
them?
and eat stuff.
I do.
But it
that
would
as
be
well.
rotten, surely, because they hibernate for a couple of
It's
months.
cold
don't
though,
they?
isn't it? How about I don't know.
What?
Or squirrels? Because squirrels hibernate in a hole, don't they? But with all their nuts and shit.
But nuts don't go off that much.
You're not doing it right. Nuts be popping all over the place when I'm doing it.
But like, they wouldn't take in fresh salmon, would they? A bear.
No,
A bear,
no.
that is.
Maybe bears just eat
Surely
and then
they just don't go out of the cave. They
get
just
skinny.
They just. But what? Do they just wake up in a pile of their own shit?
I don't
Can
think
you
they eat shit. But
Research hibernation for us for next week.
Okay.
I'd like to know
Yeah.
about hibernation. I was going to
Okay.
do it now, but I think it would be funner to wait.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
the different hibernation you can do.
okay.
Can a human hibernate?
I don't think.
Probably not.
With assistance, I think you could.
Well,
You'd
drugs.
have to have a catheter or something, wouldn't you? But then,
Or
how long do you think you could actually sleep for without it being bad for you? Because there are some times when I wake up and I feel ill because I've slept so much.
I think the longest I've slept is almost 24 hours.
I don't think you and I've done that.
And that was after we came home from Florida, I
Mm.
think. And it was just like, I don't think it was 24 hours, but it was probably closer to about 18, 20 hours. Something like that.
Did you feel better for
No,
it?
I felt worse because
Yeah.
that's a stupid amount of time to be asleep.
Mm.
Well, I used to be really lazy, as in I would sleep all Saturday.
Yeah.
But
I
you
couldn't
just
do it
can't
now.
do it anymore.
7 hours is enough.
I used to like be very, very lazy, more than normal, and there would like on my days off I'd get up at like 1 or 2.
Mm.
I can't do it now. Like I set my alarm for I've got about 3 alarms, but I set one for 10, and that was like my last get up kind of alarm. So I woke up at 10 today, which is still quite late for most people, but considering I probably could have slept for 4 or 5 more hours.
I was up at 8 today, and that's quite late for me to actually wake up.
I wish I could get up early, but I physically struggle.
I just played Skyrim in bed for 2 hours.
Now, this is what
And then I
defines
had to
as
do
like
chores.
getting up, because did you wake up and go straight on the PlayStation or whatever it is?
No, I woke up, had a wee, tried to go back to sleep, thought, no, fuck this, I'm playing Skyrim for 2 hours.
Fuck this,
So-
sleep's a waste of time. I'm going to play a game I've played 6 years ago
Yeah,
and completed to 100% again.
I'm level 55 now.
But like when my dad's back home for the weekend, because he's so used to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. for work, he still gets up at that time. He'll go downstairs, have breakfast, cup of tea, watch TV, and then he'll go back to bed. And I think he might as well just get up and get ready and go out.
What if you've got nowhere to go, though?
Which is, well, that's always my reason, is to not get up early,
I've
because
got
I've got
nowhere to go.
I quite like getting up early on a Saturday, but I quite like lying in on a Sunday.
Yeah.
I like to be at the cinema at like 9 a.m. if I can help it on a Saturday.
Well, because my days off are usually in a weekday. I've got no one to hang out with, so I may as well just sleep. Well, I have got people I could do stuff with, like Beth and the baby, but I don't know, like, I think if you're going to wake up at that time, you might as well just get ready for the day and go out.
But where?
Well, not even go
where do you
out.
go if you don't have anywhere to go? Let me make some notes. I need to know. A library?
The forest.
The forest.
Get your birch sticks.
Yeah.
Just find a toilet to poop in.
Shopping?
Shopping. Yeah. No. I'm gonna wake up and walk. Stop yawning! I'm not gonna yawn.
I'm not trying to make you yawn. I already know you're a psychopath. I'm just tired now.
Can you find? Is that true? Have they actually done research on psychopaths?
I'm pretty sure I've read that too.
Well, 2 of us are pretty sure we've read it, so that means it must be true.
Although if Ollie's linked me to it, how do I know he didn't write it?
Yeah.
How
have
do you know I'm not
experienced
working
it?
for NASA?
He could be fake yawning.
Yawning psychopath. Yawning empathy psychopath is the 4th thing if you type in yawning psychopath on Google.
What was number 1?
I can't remember now. Why psychopaths are immune to contagious yawning. Psychology Today. Do you want me to read it?
Does it mean you're a murderer if you're a psychopath? Just you don't care about anybody.
You're sitting at home watching TV, you yawn. Your partner tries to resist but can't, and soon he or she yawns too. It's not just in your head. Yawning is contagious, not just in humans but in many species. It's even contagious between us and our dogs. See, I was correct. Empathy is one of the core psychological factors that leads to catching yawns, a critical point underpinning a new study indicating that psychopaths may be immune to contagious yawns. Psychopathy is defined in part by a lack of empathy. Could this make people with the trait impervious to their peers' yawns? Researchers at Baylor University had 135 subjects take the psychopathic personality inventory revised PPIR. PPAP.
Familiar with it.
And then expose them to a contagious yawn experiment. This is apparently a thing. The cold-heartedness part of the psychopathy scale was strongly tied to whether the person yawned. The more cold-hearted a person was, i.e. the less empathetic, the less likely they were to catch a yawn.
Holy shit.
A lack of empathy has already been known to relate to immunity to contagious yawning. Studies have shown, for example, that children on the autism spectrum are less likely to catch a yawn, but this is the first study to show it's linked to psychopathy. Empathy may not be the only trait at play. Psychopaths also exhibit fearlessness as a physical trait.
No.
The research, well, just because you don't...
Yeah, it says may.
Yeah, may, Jess. The researchers tested their subjects to measure how easily they startled. You startle quite easily, don't you? Yeah.
She's right.
Psychopaths would startle less. They found that the less likely someone is to startle, the less likely they are to catch a yawn.
Well, that doesn't. You're a whole new thing.
Oh, damn it. Of course, this is not a diagnostic tool for psychopathy, but it is an interesting connection showing how these personality traits affect various behaviours in unexpected ways. I think my favourite scare I ever did was on you, and it was in Beth's old house when I think you went into the kitchen and I crawled up the steps. I crawled up as creepily as I could, like as low to the ground as possible, like up the steps.
Yeah.
And just waited. I love that shit. It's so funny.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's not.
So you're just cold-hearted then?
Yeah, seems so. What is empathy?
It's like empathy is like I understand your position. So say you're going through like a heartbreak or something.
Yeah.
Me being empathetic would be like, I know it's okay. I know it's like, but what's sympathy? Sympathy is then giving
Being
you
able to
comfort
comfort
for it.
you, I
Yeah.
suppose, yeah.
No,
So
it's
empathy
something
is
that-
understanding. Sympathy is comforting.
Reacting.
Yeah. Whereas if you were like going through a heartbreak and I was like, just get over it, I wouldn't be very empathetic.
I can't understand why you're being like this. That
I
would
don't.
be.
That's yeah. I sometimes think I'm not very empathetic. Then
I don't think I am either.
no, like
on
Really?
certain
my
things.
mum. Oh, it sounds so stupid. My mum calls me Jessica Harsh sometimes
Jessica Harsh.
because
That is
we'll
a
be,
super villain name if ever I heard one.
because we'll be watching something, or I'll be reading something, and I'm literally like I just don't understand. It could be like. It sounds terrible. I know it's bad to say, but with like the Madeleine McCann thing, I just think get over it. Like it's
Yeah.
been 10 years.
Well, I think that
can't,
as well.
I can't understand that position they're in because I've never been in that, and hopefully I never would be. But there's been loads of things where I've just got no empathy or no sympathy for this person who's having a struggle.
See, I thought that as soon as she went missing.
Yeah, but
Like,
there's a
it's your
difference.
fucking fault that it happened.
Yeah, that's the difference there, though, is that they clearly did something they shouldn't have done by leaving the kid there in the room. And plus, it's 10 years. Like, no
Yeah.
one else... I've never seen another missing persons case be brought up so
No.
much. Like, just get... Maybe if you don't want to get over it, stop asking for money to help find her, because
Yeah.
there's millions of other kids that have gone missing that nobody seems to be giving this much attention to. But if it was somebody, like, say it was a friend who lost a kid, would you be like...
If they were a super... Say it was Sophie, then probably I'd still be like
Yeah.
trying to help her. But if it was like someone that I don't really know, I'd still help you, so...
Oh, God. Just...
I don't know, but just stuff like that. I know I'm not very. I don't have a lot of.
I think it
patience for
depends if it inconveniences me. That is one of the major ways if, you know, I'm empathetic or not.
I think I'm very empathetic. I
Who said that is so
Robotic.
unemotional? I have lots of empathy.
I am
Doesn't
very
sound it in my
empathetic,
voice.
Clarice.
But animals,
Yeah. I don't
you're
get
very
started.
touchy about, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah, and I don't know why, and I think a lot of it is learned behaviour from my mum, because she's very much the same. But yeah, I can't hear anything bad or see anything bad about it. Even jokes I don't like. But I've noticed the older I've got, the more it's similar to like stories about people. So I don't know why. I don't know why I read the news, because it's all just horrible stuff. But if it's like, oh, this pensioner was beaten up for no reason, I don't want to read that anymore, because it just frustrates me that people are so disgusting. But I think when I was a bit younger, I wouldn't mind reading that. I was curious about it, but now I've just got no time for it, because
Yeah.
I know it's just going to be the same old horrible news.
See, like, I think a lot of people think the way I'm going to describe now is like, if you hear a family burned to death in a house, I don't really give a
Doesn't it?
shit about it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh, well, you know, sometimes people burn in a house. But if a house full of dogs
Yeah.
burned, I'd be like, oh, the fuck!
Yeah.
They couldn't save themselves. And I don't really like animals that much. I'm not
Yeah.
like a big animal person. But it's just the fact that dogs can't help
Yeah.
themselves, and they clearly didn't cause it.
They've-
Whereas I'm always like, oh, the family probably smoking in bed or something. It's because dogs are innocent, I think.
Yeah, they
Just dogs.
are. All on. Well, no.
Cats aren't innocent.
But yeah, I think I'm the same though. If something happens to somebody that I don't know them, I'm not one of these people to be like, it's so sad. I feel so sad for that family.
Yeah.
because shit does happen.
Mm.
But if it was somebody who was, I don't know, in your life that said, my family's just burnt in a... Why did you pick that? Sometimes a family just burns in a fire. Just happens.
Because I was
Just
talking,
happens.
I was talking to Gabby the other day that, you know, like things in the news go in like state like threes or something.
Mm.
So like at the beginning of the year, like 3 housefuls of dogs all burned to death.
Oh, John.
And I was just like, it happened like a couple of months apart.
Yeah.
And now obviously there's no dog burnings. I've been mentioned for ages, and I never heard of one before.
Yeah.
But it just like things happen like in, and it's like
Krampus.
yeah, it's
What?
like the things
Krampus.
like the things happen because the news picks up on it, and then they pick up on another story
Maybe.
like it because that got good traction, or is it just random things that happen?
Coincidence.
Yeah,
Or is it proof of simulation theory?
glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, in that things happen, and then when you're made aware of it, it causes more things of that nature to happen.
I hope not.
We don't want dogs to die in fires.
No,
No, just people.
just people.
There was something I was going to bring up. I don't know if you've got enough time.
Roughly estimate how long it would take you to talk about it, and I'll tell you.
We'll say about 10 minutes for a discussion as well.
Can you cut it down to 8?
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Just cut out the first 8 words.
and so she got it back,
Yeah.
and there was no money missing. So, like, all of her cards were still there.
Ah.
All of the money was still there. And when she went to collect her purse that she'd lost,
I want to know the beginning.
she'd lost her purse.
Who?
Someone I work with.
Oh,
but
right.
you decided to cut that information out. So
Yeah.
live with it. When she went to meet the guy who had been calling her from a payphone, she
Stop
collected
it! Like that.
the only money that was missing
Didn't have
was a few
20p.
pound coins that this guy had used to call her phone number
Mm-hmm.
from a payphone. Turns out this gentleman was homeless.
It's nice of him.
So she was even more overwhelmed because he could have used all of her money, used her contactless cards and whatnot. So she wrote a status on Facebook. It got picked up by a few media outlets and they published it. And she's decided to create like a donation page for him. So she's been trying to find him, contacting homeless shelters. Like, they've been sending her pictures of some of the local guys to try and work out who it is.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, she said the amount of messages she's had from people claiming to either be him or be with him, she said, is unbelievable. There has been women saying like, amen. Oh, I'm with him now. Like, he says, yeah, he remembers meeting you and you were lovely. Like, if you want to transfer the money to my account, and I'll give it to
Oh,
him.
that's fucking disgusting.
How disgusting. How disgusting
gross.
is that? And she said, like, okay, that's great. Like, do you want to send me a picture of him? And they're like, yeah. Sent her a picture. It looked nothing like the guy that she'd actually met.
Yeah.
She's had messages from people saying that you've just set up this money and you're going to keep all the money. Like, how do we know you're actually going to donate it? She said the night she got her purse back, she just cried for most of it. The idea that he could have spent the money and he didn't. She's trying to do something generous to give back and people are like doubting her.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah, and I said, like, people will try anything. People are greedy. People are so greedy and dishonest. And I just can't believe... Well, I can believe it because people are disgusting.
It goes to show that
She's trying to reward not unusual behaviour, but generosity and honesty that is very rare these days, and people are kind of counteracting that by being dishonest and greedy themselves.
Yeah. It's funny you bring this up because I was thinking...
Sorry, is the 8 minutes over?
No, you managed to condense that into about 3.
Was that alright?
So we've got about 5 left.
Okay.
I was just going to say, didn't he have any pound coins of his own from selling the big issue? Thieving bastard.
Go on,
No, that was a really nice thing for him to do.
What are you going to say?
I was thinking the other day, it's not the same situation, but could be similar, that with this new job that I've got delivering pizzas, you find that the people that you would say were in lower income houses are far more generous with tips than the people who are in more affluent areas. Yeah. And I think it's because maybe sometimes people forget the value of money when they've got too much of it. They forget how.
Suppose.
Because a pound tip to me is great. It's like a big deal.
Yeah.
And you, like the other day, I delivered to a guy that was living in a caravan, and you gave me a £4 tip. And then you deliver to the luxury apartments over down Surrey Hospital, they barely give you a thank you.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see the differences in. So whereas that guy he's just an honest person. It goes to show that honesty is personal, not like all homeless people aren't dishonest thieves.
Yeah.
Like not. Which is what I previously thought until you told me this story. Yeah, you know, like it's not like that trait runs throughout that demographic.
No.
Which is great. Like I lost my wallet recently and somebody picked it up and handed it into the police and cancelled my cards for me.
Yeah, really?
They didn't need to do that.
Because there's no money.
Well, there was no money anywhere, but you know, they could have just tossed the wallet or tried to, like you said, tried to use my contactless or.
Because, like, I know I wouldn't take money out of it because I've lost my purse before, never got it back, and you know, never know what happened with it. Never knew what happened. But like I pointed out the obvious.
Squirrel lives in it in the winter.
And a bear with his salmon. Like she would never know who found her purse. She would never know who used that money or spent that money. So that's even more like amazing that he didn't do it, because if he's genuinely homeless, there's no way you can kind of find him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the fact that he gave it all back,
and it took the time to find her and
that
ring
he
her.
Needed the money. He probably needs money anyway.
But does he though? That's the thing. See, I think when you're in a position like that where you're probably used to not having any money, money doesn't matter to you. You know.
Yeah, but I mean,
whereas people who are living in these big houses are probably fearful of losing what they've got. Where this guy doesn't have anything, so he's not afraid to lose anything. So he's just doing kind things. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, so that was a nice story.
That was a nice story.
But just so your friend knows, I am with the man now. He's here.
Oh.
Behind this curtain.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So if you send the money to my bank account, I'll sort it out.
Okay, I'll text her now and we'll give you the amount of money.
All right, Steve. Okay.
It's Darren.
No, I know him as Steve because we're best friends.
His name's Darren.
Because he's homeless, he's obviously schizophrenic as well.
Does he yawn when you yawn?
All the time.
Oh, it's just.
And shiver.
We have yawn.
I don't shiver though, because I live in a house.
Oh.
Do you know what shivering is?
Someone walking over your grave. What it is?
Do you know why you shiver?
So the layers of fat wiggle about to keep you warm.
No.
It is.
No.
It's energy and like move.
No, it's your muscles making tiny little minute contractions to warm you up.
Yeah. And the layers of fat.
Creates not to make the fat wobble, to make the fat wobble to push the heat around. So that was interesting.
It is.
Thank you for that little bit of information.
You're welcome.
2 weeks till Christmas. 2 weeks today.
And
It's only one.
Oh shit! Yes, it is.
Only one podcast left.
Krampus. No, we did Krampus.
Hibernation.
For our Christmas special. I feel like we've mixed up those.
Don't forget.
Hibernation.
Okie dokie. Do I get to do some research by sleeping lots?
Yeah. Let us know how long you can go without needing to wake up and eat.
Maybe we can do.
Guess in about 10 minutes.
Since next week will be our last one of the year, I imagine.
Yeah.
Why don't we do best things of the year?
Oh god, there's nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing best has happened this year.
No.
You look like fucking E.T. It's so funny.
There's a couple of things, but...
Yeah.
What do you mean, like best film?
Yeah, we'd do like a best film, best book.
All right,
well,
I thought you meant
fuck,
personal,
you've read a book.
Personal moments. Okay, we'll look into it.
Well, I kicked my mum.
Yeah, this might be the wrong podcast for that.
Well, just do best things that have happened this
can't
year.
remember
Like
anything I've
awesome things you've done.
Okay.
What's
What
the
have I
most
done
awesome
this
thing
year?
you managed to achieve this year? Put all the weight I lost on. That's not good.
Shit, I can't think
You
of
should
anything.
make resolutions for next year.
No, I don't make resolutions.
Okay. Alright then.
So there. Alright then.
Bye. I'm not going anywhere this week, so
No, we don't go anywhere anymore.
no.
I just say thank you, Jessica.
Thank
But
you.
our podcast is in another castle.
That's it.
Oh.